the fuck was that? You fucking idiots!
That's my reaction to somebody going through a roundabout the other day. Oh my God, it was terrible. Terrible. Before we get into that story, real quick, don't forget, we're broadcasting from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Check them out at stormsbrothersjunk.com and get a free quote on that junk removal from your place of business or your residential, either way. So again, Storms Bros Junk Removal is the place to go. So I'm driving the other day. I don't remember where I was going, not important, but there's a roundabout near where I live. And it's not like it's a huge, really complex roundabout. There's 4 entry points, and I'm driving behind this person in a like, I think it was a gray minivan or a gray SUV. I don't remember exactly, but either way, driving behind them, they come to a complete stop at the entry point to the roundabout and turn on their right turn signal. Keep in mind, there's nobody else in the roundabout. Nobody. Zero. Zilch. Nobody's even approaching it. You can see all across it. You can. It's not like all of a sudden, oh shit, where'd that truck come from? It's not like that. So they turn on their right turn signal at a complete stop. The point of a roundabout is for continuous flow. That's what it's about. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then finally, after like sitting there for about 3 seconds, which is an eternity, the person lets off the brake and goes forward about, say, 2 to 3 feet, and then slams on the brake again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This has to be a student driver. Has to be. So then they continue on. They end up going around. They pass one outlet, and then they go to the second one, and then they proceed down what ends up being west, and that's where I'm actually going to. So they exit the roundabout. So apparently they don't know how to use a fucking roundabout, because you don't need to come to a complete stop unless there's already people in the roundabout and that are making their way towards you. Okay, that's what the yield's for. Doesn't say you have to fucking stop. It doesn't say stop. It's not. It's not that. So I'm like thinking, okay, so they suck at roundabouts. Well, apparently they suck everywhere else too when it comes to driving, because there's no stop signs in front of them, and all of a sudden the lady just slows down to a crawl. I'm like, is she trying to turn somewhere? Because there's nowhere to fucking turn. Does she think she's the only person? I'm assuming it's the lady at this point, because I'm a sexist dick. And I'm just like, she has nowhere to turn. What's going on? The only thing I can think of is there was a rabbit or a squirrel, and she's like, I don't want to run it over. Fucking run that shit over. I'm behind you. I got somewhere to be. God damn it. And then she finally starts going again. And she did something else, and I don't recall what that is at the top of my head, because I remember there was 3 things that just were driving me nuts about this person. So I get to the point where the road splits off, and I'm going to turn left, and she's going straight. And I'm like, finally, now I can see who this is, because I'm thinking the way this person's driving, it has to be like a teenager, somebody that's brand new to driving, or some geriatric fuck that shouldn't be behind the wheel. One or the other, right? Oh, don't get mad. Don't get mad. He said geriatric fuck, Harold. Huh? He said geriatric fuck. Huh? You want to fuck? All right. Do I have to put my teeth in? Okay. Anyway, so I'm side by side with her. And anytime that you've been on the road and somebody's driving like shit, you can't wait to be next to them to see who the fuck they are and how dumb they look, right? That's what you can't wait for. So I have the opportunity, pull up right next to her, look over immediately. It's an older lady. I shouldn't say older. She's probably in her 40s or 50s. I should not say she's older. But she is so close to the fucking steering wheel that if that airbag deployed, it's going to rip her head off. I swear to fucking God. It's going to be like, boop, pop. It was so bizarre. If you're that close to the where her arms are chicken wings on the side, that's what it is. I'm like, how is that even comfortable? And why? I'm wondering if she just has shitty eyesight. If that's the case, she shouldn't be behind the wheel. I should have thrown something at her. I'm just kidding. Hey, you suck at driving. Huh? You want to suck what? No. God, old lady. Just terrible. I just, listen, I'm not the perfect driver, of course. We all make mistakes. We all have shitty days. But don't fucking do that. Learn how to navigate a roundabout. And don't just stop in the middle of the road for no fucking reason. What if my pants were down and I rear-end you? That would be terrible. Then what? It's on your hands, and it's not blood. I don't know why I went down that path, but I did it. Okay? My thing is, real quick, when it comes to animals on the road, you're supposed to just keep driving if it's a smaller animal. If it's a deer, a cow, elk, anything like that, you try to slow down and avoid hitting it, obviously. But, sadly, if it's a cat or something, you're supposed to fucking just go because you're going to cause more harm if you don't. Anyway, we don't need to go down that path. We don't. Oh, but I do. Speaking of small animals, I have to bring this up. It's adorable and hilarious and fucked up, kind of, all in one. So we're staying at the Gaylord of the Rockies a couple of weeks ago for a night. And outside, my daughter and my wife are hanging out. And I asked my daughter if I could share this story, and she said yes. So my daughter and my wife are just chilling. They're kind of watching the sunset. And there's another family over there that has like one or two small kids. But definitely one of the kids is about 5 years old or younger. And it starts chasing a wild bunny that's out there. And my daughter, who's 11, says to the kid, don't chase the bunnies. You can give them a heart attack. They get scared really easy. And he just looks at her and he starts chasing it again. She's like, you could kill it on accident. And then he still proceeds to chase the bunny. And this upset my daughter. In a way, it's like, I mean, come on, good for her that she's trying to help the little rabbit out. And then I want to say I'm hearing this all from my daughter and my wife. And I guess like about 10 seconds, 15 seconds later, the kid trips and falls and hurts himself. And my daughter, not to anybody, just says it out loud so anybody in earshot can hear, says, well, that's karma. I'm like, that's so funny. So funny. And apparently the mom heard and didn't have any, she kind of did the like head tilt, like, well, yeah, she ain't lying. She ain't lying. I thought that was awesome. Good for her. Good for you, girl. Defending the little bunnies. I like it. Guys, we have a great show coming your way. Don't forget to interact with the show any way you can. We got some great interactions that we're going to read from Spotify here in just a little bit. So make sure you subscribe, get all the notifications every time there's a new episode. You're going to be notified, do all that stuff. And if you can interact with the show, that's great. I do appreciate it. Not every platform allows you to leave a review, but if you can, like on Apple, still wanting to gather a bunch of those up, and then we'll read those and have some fun with those. Guys, let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump into the headlines.
Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
Today's headlines are presented to you by RoofGoat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Well, it's that time of year again, folks. It is. What time of year is it? Well, I'm going to read some of the campaign slogans and you try to figure it out. Because I remember this last year and boom, here it is again. Mash the potatoes. Oh, what could that mean? Peeling the banana. First of all, I've never heard of this as a slang term, but whatever. Yes, that's right, guys. It's that time of year where scientists have to present a campaign to remind men to ejaculate at least 21 times a month, and you could significantly reduce your risk of prostate cancer. I'm just saying, good, good. This is one of their things. Take prevention into your own hand. Beat cancer off. I think that's awesome. It's funny though, because the peeling the banana I've never heard of. And then I looked it up. Yeah, these are the things I Google. God, if I died today and somebody's like, let's go through his search history. I don't know why they would go through my search history. I'm not hiding anything, but it would just be, they're like, what the fuck is he doing? This is a different terms for jerking it. Let's see, touching oneself. Yeah, that's lame. How about jerk off, jack off, wank? That's in the UK. Have a good wank, aren't ya? Yep. Beat the meat, toss off, bash, or beat the bishop. Are you beating the bishop? Choke the chicken, spank the monkey, flog the dolphin, or jerking the gherkin. Those are good. Okay. Pocket pool. I used to have a really cool t-shirt that said Pocket Pool Champion, and it gave like certain dates on it. It was really cool. That my wife threw it out. It's fine. Peeling the banana is just weird. What are you doing over there? You peeling the banana? No, I don't have any produce over here. That's so weird. I'm just saying, guys, you can't get in trouble. It's all about your health. Are you still in the bathroom, honey? Yes, I'm doing a medical check. Okay? It's called preventive maintenance. Preventive medicine? Is that what it'd be? Something like that? Either way. I'm peeling the banana in here. Leave me alone. I'm all about self-care. I got to be honest. I am all about it. Artemis II making big news across the globe, going further than any human has ever gone before. They went 252,757 miles from Earth as they flew by the moon on the backside. I'm a big fan of the backside, Scotty. I'm talking about the moon. Don't interrupt. Jeez, somebody's snotty. Somebody needs to go peel the banana. They beat the old record set by Apollo 13 in 1970. That's the infamous Apollo 13. They beat that by over 4,000 miles. Now as I record this, they're headed back to Earth via Earth's gravitational pull. Pretty cool. Did you guys hear that, like, within, I want to say the first day, they were talking about how they had an issue with their toilet system? It was the poop worked, but the pee was freezing. And then they had to work. This is the thing, like astronauts, you got to be able to do so many things that you're not just up there to go, I'm going to take pictures and maybe gather some data. That's it. No, you're an engineer. You got to learn you have to know how to fix everything on that ship. And it just so happened that they had to fix the urine problem, which terrible thing to have to fix. I hope the astronauts that fix that get some sort of endorsement deal for that. Are you tired of your pee freezing? Yes, I am. Well, astronaut blah 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 over here can fix it for you. I am so I could fix anything. I think that's cool. They should get some great endorsements out of this. But what's interesting, this is going to pave the way for an actual moon landing which NASA has planned for 2028 on Artemis 4, I believe it is. And if you go and look at social media, which is not always a good idea, but the amount of people that are like, this is fake too, CGI, look, I pulled this from NASA's website. See the green reflection from the CGI green screen? Yeah, how about you pull up the real photo that you didn't doctor and see it? There's no green. It's ridiculous. People will fucking, I don't know. I just can't stand it. Just can't stand it. Do you think that they just did this as, oh, is this distracting from the Epstein files? Is that what it is? Is that what you think it is? No. That's something else that's going on right now. Something else is distracting from that shit. Hey, Scotty, um, this is all fascinating going up on, on to the moon and going around there. But do you think there's any talking about the shuttle? Yeah, Connery. Do you think there's any glory holes on that shuttle? I'm asking for a friend.
I want me some glory hole.
Connery, you're so immature. I can't imagine there is. Can't imagine with a crew that small. I don't know who's on the other side. Oh, it's me. It's me. Okay. It's Todd. I'm back here. Okay. Jesus Christ. She's not very smart for an engineer and astronaut. Anyway, guys, hey, real quick, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want to go with the best. You're going to want to go with the GOAT. But who's the GOAT? It's Roof Goat USA, guys. They've been in business for over 24 years. They understand the headaches that come with getting a roof, dealt with, whether it's a leak or it's just time to get it all replaced. They understand that. So, like I said, whether it's repair, replacement, insurance claims, they know how to deal with it all over at Roof Goat USA. And what makes it even cooler with Roof Goat USA, doesn't matter if it's a residential or commercial roof that needs done, metal roof or shingles, doesn't matter. They're going to slap a 30-year guarantee on that. That's 30-year coverage from install date on all materials and labor. Again, 30 years from date of installation. That's the Roof Goat USA way. So for all your roofing needs, contact the GOAT. Go to roofgoatusa.com. Whether you're in Colorado or Michigan, again, roofgoatusa.com. Sign up for a free evaluation. They'll come out, check out your roof, see what's going on, and then make a plan to go forward. It's Roof Goat USA. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. I was looking for stories, and I feel like Starbucks did this. There was another company that was doing the same thing, and it's just another example of pussy employees complaining about doing their job and listening to authority. That's really the only way I can, summarize this. The headline is Target workers in uproar over dress code professionalism memo. They're making it so everybody's in a uniform. You got to wear a particular shade of red, one of which we'll supply. And you got to wear these type of jeans or pants, not these type of pants. That's fucking normal. Why are you guys freaking out? That is normal. Every fucking job when I was in customer service was that way. When I was at Safeway, it had to be a white dress shirt, and I had to wear a tie, and I had to wear black pants. During the summer, they would allow us to wear black shorts, something like that. But they don't want a bunch of people that kind of look like they work at Target, but you're not really sure. People are like, this is ridiculous. What, my maroon shirt's not good enough? No, not if it's not the right color. My God, guys, this is what I say. If you're up and coming into the workforce, just get a work ethic where you're just like, yeah, I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities, and I'm not going to fucking complain about dumb shit. Maybe complain about good shit that's worth complaining about. This isn't worth complaining about. But if you have that mentality, you're going to skyrocket in whatever industry you're in. versus the people that are always bitching and complaining about, what? When I answer the phone, I have to say it this way? Is this not America? Come on. So ridiculous. Next thing you know, you're going to hear Target workers just wanting to strike or some shit like that. It's your job. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Fuck. I could not be a manager nowadays. I bet if you decided to go work at Target right now and you're surrounded by a bunch of employees like this, guess what happens in, like, say, a 2-month span? You're going to start making more money than them, regardless of how long they've been there, and you're going to be up for management. That's how it works, guys. Fuck. Do a good job. Shut your mouth unless it's important. Fuck, that's not important to bitch about. Fucking can't stand that. Talk about damaging your children. A family found possible human remains in Long Beach during an Easter egg hunt. Oh my God. It was what they first found was like a human skull. Those kids are so fucked up the rest of their life. Hey, Scotty, was that an Easter leg hunt? Oh, that's a good one, cowboy. How do you think that when they found it, wait a minute. Do you think there was candy inside? Guys, enough. That's a human life. That could also be, they don't know if it was a smaller person or if it was a kid. That's so messed up for you guys to joke around about that. So maybe there was candy? Guys, stop it. Stop it. It's not funny. I know, but you chuckled right then and there. That ain't all balls if you're going to be telling us that, we can't laugh and then you do a little chuckle. Hey, cowboy, that's Scotty for you in a nutshell. He's a big box of shut the fuck up, I'm a hypocrite. Whatever, guys. That's so damaging. I told you guys that story. We don't need to rehash all the details about when we had a dog die. My mom had me bury it in the backyard of their old house, and she put it in a large Tupperware container, and we didn't bury it that deep, and it was a Tupperware container. It tells me that, and then, like, my mom and stepdad, they moved shortly after that. Somebody had to have found that. How fucking horrifying is that? I don't care if you're a kid or an adult. That's going to freak you out. You're like, I know, don't. Nobody dig in the ground. Nobody. Terrifying. Terrifying. Ugh. Hey, put your junk in our trunk. Storms Bros Junk Removal. If your home, garage, office, or yard is looking like a disaster zone, no worries. You can contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. They can help clear up the mess and relieve all that stress. I know. I love saying that because it makes me feel so creative because it's rhyming. Listen, I get it. Things pile up over time. We're in the middle of spring cleaning season here. So you're going to be going through things, whether, like I said, in the yard or throughout the house or both. And you're going to realize, oh, there's a lot of stuff I just need to get rid of. Well, Storms Bros Junk Removal can help get rid of all kinds of things, whether it's couches, sofas, futons, mattresses, box springs, appliances, electronics, wood, drywall, construction materials, yard waste. Maybe you're clearing out an old building, warehouse, stuff like that. They can do it all. So go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. Get a free quote. That's stormsbrothersjunk.com. Or you can give them a call, 303-736-9404, 303-736-9404. It's Storms Bros Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. And what we should do now is jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
This comes in from Carl on Spotify. Carl wrote, fainting goats or squirrels or spicy pickles. And he's talking about our nickname for our baseball team. This is Carl, Coach Carl. The kids couldn't come up with a new nickname, so we're just carrying over the wolf pack, but we wanted to change things up. And we gave the kids like 2 freaking weeks to come up with a new nickname. I said like angry goats or angry pickles or I think squirrels will work. Carl was bringing that up the other day because holy crap, these kids cannot pay attention. They're like 12, 13-year-olds, whatever. It's like, hey, squirrel, squirrel. What's a good nickname? He said maybe ask your audience for an alternate name of our wolf pack. The wolf pack can be their secret identity, I guess, perhaps, and they have a name to the league that is new. I agree. We need to do that, but you guys need to chime in any way you can, whether it's on social media, whether it's on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're consuming this. Just put real quick in a name that you think would be good. We'll read them up in the future. But it's a little disappointing. I got to be honest. I kind of like the squirrels. My daughter's team, they came up with the hammerheads. Oh, it's really cool. Came up with a logo. I sent it to my guy over at Owlpipe ID, owlpipeid.com. I said, what do you think of my daughter's logo? And he sent it back to me after, fixing it up a little bit. Here, it looks cleaner this way. Like, oh, much better. I could see why you're a professional, whereas I am not. So if you have any, I like the hammerheads. I think that's cool, unique. I've never heard of that one in our league before. And if you guys find it has to be appropriate because I did this before, but you guys only sent me in inappropriate ones. Okay, not helpful. Not helpful for being like the mighty sausages or whatever the fuck it was. I don't remember. And it's not going to be the Rockies. Listen, I'm predicting that they will be better this year, and so far they're not doing too bad. They're not, but it's too stinky of a name right now. Anyway, Team Pato had a little bit of a beef with me referring to somebody as Crackhead Mike. Oh, that's because his name's Mike. He said, there's a lot of us Mikes. Should be a less common name, like Brad. Crackhead Brad. Hey, there's Crackhead Brad. I like that. Now I'm going to do that, and there's going to be all these Brad. Hey, my name's Brad. Why can't you call it this? Listen, we're just going to stick with Crackhead Brad. Most likely, I'll remember that next time I refer to somebody as a crackhead. There's a chance I might just say Crackhead Mike again. I don't know. Listen, guys, it is what it is. A lot of this is improv, okay? If you haven't noticed, I write notes, but there's a lot of just randomness that happens. Fainting goats. Fainting goats, I don't know. I'm going back to that now. I don't know. The fainting goats is fucked up because they have like a heart condition, don't they? The goats that faint. Then you don't want to be the fainting goats. Be like, don't worry, we'll just scare them. And they're just going to pass out. We don't want to be that. The mighty goats, the angry goats, the vicious goats, the naughty squirrels, evil squirrels. I don't know. You guys can think of something that maybe like something like from a movie. I don't know. There's got to be something cool. My son suggested the Kraken, but nobody knew what that was. I was like, oh, well, I kind of like the Kraken. If there was more if we were near an ocean, I think that would make more sense. Like Seattle Kraken for NHL, that makes sense. But I guess we're here in Colorado. It doesn't make too much of sense. I said the mighty pikas, okay? Because we have those here in Colorado. The mighty pikas. What was the name of the rabbit that bit everybody's head off in the Holy Grail, the Monty Python Holy Grail? Maybe it's something like that. One of those, like killer rabbits. I don't know. You guys, obviously we need help. We do. We need help coming up with this. Scotty, how about this one? Okay, Connor, what do you got? Well, I've been thinking about it a lot. And basically, I think it should be, I banged your mother last night. Connery, that's so inappropriate. Clearly, Scotty, I was joking, and it was just a segue for me to insult you for just a moment. It made me feel good. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Anyway, thank you guys so much. That's it for the news from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the show. Also, big thanks to Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.